It's time to sit back, relax, and listen to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life will inspire, motivate, and empower you. Live your best life now. Listen, learn, think, and decide. Change your attitude, change your life. And now, here's your host, Joan Herman.
Welcome to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. I'm Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life brings you interviews with some of the most inspirational and influential people in the world. It's our goal to educate and empower you so you can live your best life now. Thank you for taking time for yourself, and thank you for letting us be a part of your life. We have another great show for you today. According to today's guest, Rico Racosky, life boils down to just two choices in every moment, a yes or a no. He believes that we can keep making new and better choices that inspire, or we can keep making the same old choices that limit. Rico says that an extraordinary life is only a flip in thinking that releases the personal power that goes unnoticed in every decision. Rico is the author of Just Two Choices, It Is Your Life. Welcome, Rico. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Joan. It's an honor and a privilege. And I'm excited for your show. I love the title of your show. It's just ideal.
You know, Rico, you're a pilot, and because of that, you learn that each choice you make ultimately comes down to a yes or a no input decision. Taking this concept, I mean, it seems pretty simple, and someone might be saying, okay, yes or no, of course. So explain what this concept really is and how it can impact our daily life.
Well, sure. I think, probably one of the best images to do this with is to just take a coin or picture a coin being in your hand. I actually have Just Two Choices coins. And picture the head side of it being the positive side and the tail side being negative. And so if you mean a negative choice, a choice that's not going to, and when I say negative, it's a choice that's not really going to serve you well. It's not going to take you necessarily closer to your dream or your goal. And the head side being the positive side that would take you closer to your dream or goal in some incremental way. So you're holding the coin in your hand, and you have it on heads. And now that I say, okay, now make another choice about your health, about your wealth, or a relationship, or something like that you're trying to improve. Who's the only person that can flip that coin over? You, right? You either leave it on the positive side, or you have the opportunity to, just two choices, flip it over and say, I'm going to continue to complain about how this relationship's not working. I'm going to continue to make a choice to complain about how my finances aren't working out. I'm going to continue to complain about how my health isn't working out. And so that breaks it down to just two choices. I mean, there are lots of options in any moment that we have to look at, but it boils down to we are focusing mechanisms as human beings. As human beings, we have to be able to come to one thing or another in order to get a conclusion. And so that's what I'm trying to do, what I want to do with this Just Two Choices process. And that's why there's diagrams and all those kind of diagrams in the book that show you choice one moving in a positive direction that's going to help you tell your new story, and choice two in that same moment, because we only have this moment right here, right now, to tell our story, to live our life. It's only lived right here in the present moment. Which choice are you going to make? Are you going to something that's new or something that's going to be old?
Enrico, the important part here is that it requires us to be mindful. It requires us to be paying attention, because we make all of these decisions on autopilot. We don't even realize what we're doing. And so what you're basically telling us is we have these choice points, and what we need to do is be mindful of what we do and really recognize the decisions that we're making and how they impact us.
Absolutely. And that's very well said. And that's what Just Two Choices is about. It's about, what I call there's been this evolution, from, and I call them the Holy Trinity, Dale Carnegie, Norman Vincent Peale, and Napoleon Hill. Mm-hmm. So back in the 30s, these gentlemen, and there were many others, but, overall, these are the ones who are most recognized, they started this idea of positive choice. Let's just say of positive action, taking positive action. And it has evolved into the self-help industry over the past 80 years. Well, with the amount of information that's available at our fingertips in any present moment now with the internet, we have now gone to what I call, we're in the choice era. They were in the positive action era, which was the next step. Take positive action, get motivated, have a great attitude. Those kinds of things had to be highlighted. and brought forward and uplifted so people could wrap their minds around them. Now, because we have wrapped our minds around those things, I feel like the next evolution is this idea of wrapping your mind around every moment in time as a choice. And it's exactly what you were talking about. It's about being mindful of your choices. Now, we have good things that we're on autopilot on, which are called habits. Habits, autopilot, same thing. And there are some things that we're not happy with that go on in our life that we're also on autopilot. All of those are built by choice by choice. Life is powered by choice at the speed of choice in the present moment. And so now it's a matter of being mindful, like you said, of going, oh, I don't have to react this way when somebody cuts in front of me in traffic. I have another choice here. Oh, I don't have to still continue to believe my family system of being in an alcoholic family and the debilitating things that have been associated with that. I have a choice here. And so it's about raising that mindfulness. The other thing is people say to me, well, Rico, sometimes that's Pollyanna. That's unrealistic. And I say, well, what's your other choice? If you're in a relationship that's not working out well, if your finances aren't working out well, or your health isn't working out well, and I say to you, choose to tell your new story of how your health is now coming together, and somebody says to me, well, that's kind of Pollyanna, that's BS. I go, well, what's your other choice? To continue to say that my life isn't going well in health or that my finances aren't going well? Because life is built choice by choice by choice, and your mindful word is a really powerful word. It's about being mindful of those choices and to a degree kind of cleaning up those choices and now starting to harness the power of choice. I have 3 techniques that I can share later on that I use every single day. I've already used them this morning, and that help to raise that awareness of choice too.
Well, let's talk about those techniques. We understand the concept and we recognize the importance of becoming more mindful, but then people have all of these objections. They have the fear of the unknown, the fear of change, the fear of making that other choice. So how do you help people overcome those obstacles and take advantage of everything that you're talking about?
Well, that's a great words again, take advantage. First of all, we have to remember that objections are choices. In a just two choices moment, we cannot separate ourselves from choice. It is the fabric of life. And so when we choose to give our attention, and again, going back to the idea that we're focusing mechanisms, we have to focus to choose something. And when we choose to go back into the fear, to go back into, oh, this isn't working, we have to remember that those objections are choices. And so as we become more mindful, this is the way I become more mindful. I have this thing. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I'll say I just start every sentence with I choose to. So throughout the day, a couple of times I'll say, oh, I choose to stop by and get a soda. Oh, I choose to wear this piece of clothing. Oh, I choose to adjust the shower temperature. And by saying I choose to, you start to realize, notice all those different areas probably people didn't think that they had a choice in, what they're using their choices for. I choose to have coffee. Oh, I choose to have half a cup of coffee. I choose to put X amount of sugar or whatever in my coffee. Now I use those small things to build that awareness that, wow, everything around me is choice. And now you can start to feel the choice flowing through you, so to speak, because you're going like, wow, there's a lot of opportunities. I'm here slipping through my fingers I'm not aware of. The second thing I do is when I get into a challenging situation, let's just say computer technology, because I'm learning some more and more about working with these different aspects of technology, I say a sentence. Now I add on to it. I choose to tell my new story. I choose to tell my new story of how I'm meeting the right people I need to meet to be able to solve and resolve my computer challenges. I choose to tell my new story of how these new computer technologies I'm looking at are going to benefit my life and benefit my business. I choose to tell my new story. Notice in the past 10 seconds that I said I choose to tell my new story, I did not say anything about my old story. And so what happens is every choice activates the flow of energy in life in a direction, one direction or the other. So I've just activated for 10 seconds a flow of energy into my new story, into my new and better life, whether it's a relationship or health or finances, whatever. I didn't tell my old story. And what happens when you don't energize something? It goes away, right? So you don't even have to spend time on learning with this technique. You just focus on what you want, because when you achieve, and when you get to that, I choose to tell my new story of, and when you achieve that level, whatever that new story is, there's always going to be a new story beyond that that's going to take you even higher. And the third technique I use is I choose to appreciate. Notice every sentence starts with I choose to, so that I can get a feel for the flow of how much choice is in my life. And you said it in a different way before. I'll say it differently. It is all these choices slip through our fingers. You use the word mindful. Another way of saying it is we allow all these opportunities to choose and make a positive impact on our life through our conscious awareness choices to slip through our fingers hundreds of times a day. And so that's what Just 2 Choices is about, is just allowing that remembrance that are just 2 choices in every moment to go, oh yeah, that's right. Am I going to choose to buy into my old story of the fear of this isn't working for me, this relationship isn't working out, or am I going to start to tell my new story?
The book is Just 2 Choices. It is your life. If you would like to get more information about Rico and his work, you can visit the website just2choices.com, and that's the number 2, just2choices.com. Rico, thank you so much for being here with us and for helping us recognize that we make choices on a daily basis that can change our life in one direction or another. And when we learn to be more mindful, we're more empowered, and that can certainly change everything for us.
And if I could also add one thing is, if you go to the website, you can download for free the welcome in chapter 1 of the book for free. You can just get started right now. Just get started. Make the choice to understand how your Just 2 Choices. Choice is so much a fabric of our life, and you can't escape making choices, because not making a choice is still a choice.
Rico, again, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you so much for your time. Blessings to you.
We'll be right back. Hi, this is Joan Herman, host of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Did you know that Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life has a free monthly digital magazine that can be read online or emailed to your inbox? Every month, nationally recognized leaders in their field provide information to educate, inspire, and motivate you. We believe in a holistic approach to life, incorporating mind, body, and spirit. Check out a copy of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life 24/7. Visit CYACYL.com and be sure to tell your friends. Thank you for joining us. I hope you found the show informative. At Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life, we believe that knowledge is power. Take what you've learned, apply it, and live your best life now. Remember that the information provided are the opinions of our guests and should never replace the advice of a professional who knows your personal situation. If you'd like more information, visit our website, CYACYL.com. While on the site, listen to past shows on demand, read our digital magazine, take part in the book club, check out our team, and be sure to follow the show on social media. Until next time, this is Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in.